Hello guys, welcome back to this your stream Michael Power. And now we are in the creepypasta Doki Doki Literature Club. And one thing that I noticed now when after I shut down the game is that the game will send me to a computer. So I'm basically in a game inside a game. And I noticed something new. So if I go to files, uh oh, there were other files here. What happened to the files? I was going to show you that there were the poems here. Attributions, text. This is new. Attributions. Can I open it? Front license. Copyright 2012, Google Inks. This is just a regular file. There was another file here. And this looks like a internal. Insecure directory. Ooh. This is a scratch disk. Do not use it to store sensitive or permanent things. If you need access to files that from the encrypted file share, copy them to your disposable drive and plug it directly into the thin client. Do not copy them here. Rhea is working on setting up proxy mail servers so we can have proper remote communication without having to worry about higher ups. Keep everything offline until then. Paula. Who's Paula? So this looks like a Linux space. Okay. So there was a poem here. Let's look at the mail. There's nothing in the mail. Okay. Pictures. So now we have pictures. Okay, let's see. Now we have all three girls. Or four girls. 2, 3, 4. Then we have all four little emojis. The starting point. The hallway. Hold on. The hallway. The classroom. The classroom for the literature. The book writing. The closet. And the sketch of the girls. The first concept sketch of the complete cast drawn by David Elveling. Acquisition procedure review file. What? Poem word.txt for any anomalies. So that's what I saw. I saw POEM poem words.txt. Set wallpaper background. Can I do that? Sure. Set this as the wallpaper background. So now they're here. And then music. Wow, that's a 4-minute. Can it play while I'm... Oh yeah, still playing. Do we have access to settings? No, this is actually the data collected 6%. Okay, so this is the actual game settings. Okay. So side story. There's a side story. Should I go into the side story? Side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game. To get all 6 side stories, try writing a poem for different characters and viewing their special scenes in the DLC. Okay, so I need to write a poem. So I need to go back to file, right? And now we're gonna, how do I create a new file? Characters. So we have Monica, Natsuki, Sayori, and Yuri. Sayori, Natsumi, Monica. And last time I played was on the 27th. Why is this one with more data than the other ones? 134, 144, 134, 44, 58, and 30. Why did we? Maybe the interactions. As I have more interactions with them, they will get more. Game. So we have save, audio, font, image. Ah, here's the poem. Scripts. Unable to open script RA. Okay. Oh. Hold on. Oh no, this is everybody's. So Sayori format Word, S point, N point, Y point. Ah, I see. So if I play the words this way, I win Sayori. If I play the words this way, I win Natsuki. And if I play it this way, I get Yuri. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Where's the fourth one? There are 4. There are 4. I'm missing 1. I have Yuri, Natsuki, Sayori. Hold on. Let's go back to the characters. Monica, Yuri, Sayori, Natsuki. So the only ones that I can get are Natsuki, Sayori, and Yuri. Okay. Okay, so let's go back. Internal. So these files were updated today. 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're empty. So what are the empty folders? 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, 5. Maybe I should be going to the 1 and then the 2. Oh, that will be 12. Backups. Meeting notes. Update development time. Test cases for new genetic models. Server time optimization idea. and automatic data collection, data migration to encrypted file share Monday. BM2 Roblox for data search type visual render audio data BM Enterprise. Meeting over time, you know who went on too many tangents again. I need to be more assertive about staying focused. Okay. Not sure what this means. File copy test from disposable drive to thin client. Okay. Okay. So let's jump into the game. So this is the game that I'm putting up. So I'm a person outside of the game. Okay, load my game. Hint. You can use the skip button to fast forward through the text you have already read. Okay. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice, Natsuki. But I'll tell you one thing, sir. Consider this lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of the Parfait Girls from the box. I want to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right in my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attires, thinking striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moving. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the window silks. Next to her, sending me to sit there. Okay. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. What? What is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry, I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the box. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Whoa, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Oh, I do that. Every time I do a book, if you're going with mangas that are actively going, if they're finished, you have everything there. But if they're actively being released, I will be like, I need to go back to the beginning, read everything, and then the new volume. And that way, I keep myself busy. And in the meantime, I'm also remembering the entire saga. Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? Hmm? I am, but nothing really happening yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical side of life affair. Slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny characters where they are obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. Yeah, I agree with that statement. Like at the beginning of most series, everything is like dull or light so that they can engage with a wider audience. And as things progress, then you gotta get a shift in the tone. But that just helps you get to know the characters. That is correct. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. That makes sense. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it good. There's so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like I really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimate you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Hmm? Natsuki gives me a little shock. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Huh, good save. And this chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? What does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. Oh, just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Impressionable. Ah, definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki interest in baking. Still, all the hobbies to pick, uh, all the hobbies to pick from manga. That's definitely one of the better ones. That's true. Not to mention she's really good at it. So who am I to judge? Okay. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Yep, because mangas are really easy to read. Are you sure this isn't boring you? It is not, says Natsuki. even though you are just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. Oh, that's a good one. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I also get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Hmm? Hmm? You don't? Hmm. That's not, well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your mangas with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Oh, she has no friends. Jeez. Ah, sorry. Hmm? Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. Yeah, some people are like that. I can't even bring it up without them being like, all like, eh, you still haven't grown out of the yet. Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kind of people. Honestly. It takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitate toward other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Hmm? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. Really? Hold on, what? At least it's safe here in the classroom. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Hmm. Just I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solve any of my problems. Do you have problems? But at least you are enjoying yourself, right? So, geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah, I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I told you, that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel like a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets specifically cold. Hmm, I should be thinking about that yet. I shouldn't be thinking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Okay. Natsuki boys sparkle with excitement. It's stark is a stark con- contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if not used to sharing, but she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends. I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that and being able to provide not Natsuki. and being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it is a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Monica. Okay, everyone. Eh? Are you all ready with today's poem? Hmm? Oh, come on. Could you your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. So, Monica, so you do look pretty cozy over there. Eh? Ah. Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Man, a whole foot. Alright, guess I will stop here for now. Close the book and hand it to her, Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happened? Yeah, but Monica just said. Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Hmm? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course, it will take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow. I only got a pathway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. Wakala. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up and return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my back. So I have the book with me now. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My reflection ends. So this is my poem. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Okay? I can't wait, Sayori. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Okay. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, so now we're gonna read. Uh, who should uh, who should I show my poem to first? Let's go with Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. it's probably only fair if I share mine with her first. Okay? Let's see this poem. Well, being close with uh, with the manga reading, so let's see what happens. Okay. Well, let's start with the thing I don't like. First of all, okay. Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Eh? Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I did in mind. That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. Oh, so my poem is good. That's what she's saying. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So mine was really good. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki retorts, gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you are all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I'm pretty sure you never actually said that. I don't know. I say that most to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine. I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Okay. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I don't know what was the intention of that poem. I like it. But just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in the high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But it isn't the point of a poem for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yep, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard, like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yep, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Oh, I see what you did. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I mean to be a pro. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from a youngest one here. Did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her and with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki is feeling proud, then I wouldn't take that away from her. Okay, who should I show my poem next? Let's go with Monica. Monica, hi Luxvero. Having a good time so far? Yep. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything is. If you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things you can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm sure I'm more settled in. Okay. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah, don't worry, Lux Pharaoh. We are all a little embarrassed today. But it's that sort of barriers that we will all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. And Monica, hand Monica my poem. Hmm, I like it, looks fair. Really? It's a lot cutter than expected. Ah, oh, geez. No, 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 no. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki will write. Really? And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. Okay, thank you. If you say so. Yep. There are lots of poems and stories out there that are not no more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they are only a few lines. They might even feel like they're written for kids. But if you think about them, they can express the views of the world that will apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they are super challenging to get the main thought. So I can see why it would be your kind of poems to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. I could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Okay. But I will always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in a wall. Oh, wow. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the speckle protrudes, a nosy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel by like a film. What's this game? Uh, Do Doki Doki. It's an epic game. Toby all the way. It's supposed to be a horror game. Has some hints in it. The first few minutes. So this is interesting because it's a game inside a game right now. So I'm inside the game, and when I stop, I have to stop and go into a computer, which is crazy to me. So right now I have two computers, my computer and the computer where the game is running. I have four girls, and this is a literature club. And there's some hints of mental illness, but not 100% sure yet. Okay, so where was I? No, I can't see. I reel blind like I fell left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with permanent copy of the meaningless images. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinity choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Oh, that's interesting. So, what do you think? That's an interesting one. So, yeah, that was interesting. So, the hole on the wall was more like a rhetorical thinking of how people can see through you. So, what do you think? Dímelo. Sí, ya te oigo. Hmm. It's very freedom, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. Hmm. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Okay, what was the inspiration behind this one? Ah, well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you can say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you are writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you will never make any progress. That is true. Just force yourself to get something done on paper and tidy it up later. That even for coding, that's a reality. Like if you just try to aim for perfection, you're never gonna ship that code. Your program will never make it out. Okay? Another way to think about this is if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your head and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Ah, that was nice. Who should I show it? Let's show it to. I'm gonna let Jury be the last one, since she is. She was the first one last. Let's go. Sayori, this is a good poem, Lux Farrell. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. And I the kind of people the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time. Nope, I'm lazy. I wanna lay back. Stay home. Don't do anything. I want the audiobook of everything. Yeah, I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do any serious. or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you are really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my my promise. See, it's like I said before, Luxero. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much it means to her and all. Sayori, yep. And I'm gonna make sure you have a lot of fun here, okay? That'll be the my way of thanking you. All right, I'm going to hold you to that then. Hey, now you're you're ready. You're ready. My poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you go through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a sacred, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. Okay. That's Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? Nope. Just a little bit. You can answer. You can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes sense. It makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Ah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how would I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yep. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point on an argument. Anyway, Uh, this was so much fun. Monica's the best. Uh, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show? Yuri. Come on, Yuri. Hmm. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Hmm. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Um, it's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts in words. Hold on. Okay. It's your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why did you ask? Um, just making sure. I guess that I might be after reading through it. Oh, so it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. I might take Yuri a while to get used to a new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize is the new in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. That makes sense. Yeah, that happens to me. Yep. The end result is that both the style and the expressions are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. Stammering. Oh, okay, stammering. Gago para los españoles. And she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building, but getting them to work together in probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Bias? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Bias? So she like tried to fall for me or something? Sorry, that's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Okay? Yuri smiles dreamily as if that rare opportunity for her, which in itself is kind of funny. After all, it isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Goes under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining searing light to have withstood the test of time. The case, the case get what? The case yet to be replaced by this, by the what? Sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. What? The world did I just. I'm sorry. I have such a terrible handwriting. No, what? No. The handwriting, the penmanship was really good. I'm tired, that's why. I can't read. I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read, huh? Well, I just don't read script every often. I should think about your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It was too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, looks feral. Really? I must have totally missed the point then. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Yep, they usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and so to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yep, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. Yeah, right. I'm counting on you. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than anticipated. It is as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they are just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to their. This is a literature club after all, I sighed. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Saori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read them, I watch each of their expression change. Natsuki's eyes furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with the language? Huh? Did you say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I said you can say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? Man, they're being aggressive now. Haha! It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. Oh, how can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all. It didn't come out nice at all. Huh, well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Well, this one has a fighting spirit. Which people, by the way, Sayori liked it. And Lucero did too. So based on that, I will gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. Oh, cat five. I don't expect it to change anything soon, unless, of course, I came across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And looks very like my poem too, you know. He even told me that he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh, jealousy's coming. That's not what. You're just. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Luxfera appreciates my advice more than appreciates yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make do everything I do overly cutesy. Hmm? Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew size bigger as soon as Lucifer started showing up. What? So those are not her boob size? Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you. Natsuki and Yuri. Sayori, I I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned toward me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Look, Sparrow, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this would have happened in the first place. This wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poem all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Luxferro. Wait, that's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. Oh, man, this woman is like fighting. It's the only way to to convey complex feelings and meaning in the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Luxferro? Well, oh, I'm thinking that they're gonna make me choose between one or the other. Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, what should I do? So, of course, that's going to be. Let's go with Natsuki. I like her reading. Yuri, you're really talented. Ah, well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I racked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader imagination take over. And Natsuki poem did really good job at that. Yeah. It didn't. It did, didn't it? Show how much you know. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is really personal. It's a really personal thing. and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned to do that today. Even a small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah. So, you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri looks at this dejectedly with a face like that. I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either, Yuri. Well, if you say so, yay. It's not like you need to apologize for me, Luxero. Jeez. So Natsuki is the one that's gonna be killing everybody. Natsuki takes a break. The thing about Natsuki glances around the room. When you start staring at me, I'm surprised Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with everyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori. I'll go make some tea. I was trying to help. I'm sure she appreciates that. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we have passed that, everyone read each other's poems, right? I hope that this was worthwhile for everyone. Okay, especially you, Lux Pharaoh. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from lazing around we got a little too used to. so my join so my joining to the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere? No, not at all. Not at all. There's still time before we go home. So, well, I'll relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting we do literature related things in this club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you are the vice president, Sayori. Okay, in the end, though, Monica's right. Being the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth so far. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing your poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I would say it was worth it. I was alright. Well, mostly. So, how about you? Yep, I'll say the same. It was neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Why? What? And maybe you've learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. The sparrow, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Hee hee! Sayori beams at me. It's truly been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I am not enjoying it there. Okay, Sayori, about what happened earlier. Huh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does it kind of thing happen often? No, 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 no. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they both wonderful people. You don't you don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. Just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew! You know, look, Sparrow, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in this club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's it. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I say that more of myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yep, let's do this. Okay, so that was the end. Okay, so let's save here. This is the new poem. How do I get to the save? Okay, save. Let's save. You want to override your save? Yes. Okay, so now let's exit. Guys, I'm gonna leave it here for tonight. So this is what I was saying. So now I have new pictures. I have music, new music. Let's see, side story. So there is a truth. So what happened here? You see, I was in a game and now I'm in a second game. So the game that I'm playing has a computer. So I've moved out of the game and now I'm in the base computer from the. I thought it was the game was the game. So this is not really the game. So let's open that side story and see what happened. This is the classroom. Monica. Okay, everyone. The literature club is starting. Let's all have a seat and take attendance, okay? Hmm? Ah, I miss the big club. Who knew it would be so difficult to start a new club? I feel worse with every day that passes without everyone coming in. I'm really starting to lose confidence. Monica is the only member in the literature club, and the days that have passed, all of her effort to recruit new members have been fruitless. Am I going about this wrong? Monica glanced at one of her flyers. The headline is "Do you like literature?" Maybe nobody is into literature enough to pick over other clubs' interest. Well, back in my days when I was in school, you needed to have 5 people to start your clubs. I can't just rely on people like in literature. I need to sell them a vision. A vision? But what kind of vision? Monica rests her head on her desk, deep in thought. But before she realized it, the recent nights of staying up late start to catch up to her. It's so quiet, and the noise in the air conditioner is soothing. Ah, she's gonna fall asleep. Oh, she fell asleep. Hmm? Hello? Suddenly, a voice causes Monica to snap awaken. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I never do this. Is this the napping club? Yeah, right, napping club. No, it's Monica pauses, suddenly embarrassed to admit that this is in fact the literature club. This is the literature club. Yay! I thought I got it wrong for a second. I'm super sorry. It was like so unprofessional of me to do that. Don't apologize. I do that all the time. Oh, um, did I miss the club meeting? Where's everyone? Well, about that. This is everybody. Really? Just you? But we're getting more members. I'm working really hard on it. Hold on a second. Is just you. That means I get to be vice president? Wait, vice president? Um, what are your qualifications? Well, I'm better at napping than you. She's a smart one. Maybe I should be president, Sayori. Now you're just making fun of me. Oh, I'm sorry. What's your name? Sayori. Okay, Sayori. I've been trying really hard on this club. I know you caught me at a weird time, but it's really disheartening to not be taken seriously. I care so much about this. I just want to find other people who do too. Oh no, I'm sorry. I do care, I promise. I have a hard time being serious, that's all. I didn't mean for it to hurt you. And I was joking about the vice president thing too. I would make a terrible vice president.
Ahí son como cuatro personajes, tienes que cambiarle la voz a los cuatro personajes.
¿Cómo fue?
Ahí son como cuatro personajes, tienes que cambiarle la voz a los cuatro personajes.
Tienes razón. Pero estoy cansado. I mean, I'm sure. Y además tienen el label. I mean, I'm sure that Monica tries to say something reassuring, but it's difficult when she still doesn't know much about Sayori. ¿Cómo fue?
Tiene sonido, ya no habla, no tiene sonido.
No, no tiene sonido. Pero que esto está interesante, loco, porque no es un juego. No es el juego. Este es un juego dentro del juego que yo estoy jugando. I'm sorry that this isn't like a real club yet. Would you still be interested in joining after I found a few more members at least? Well, no. I want to join now. Really? Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. Besides, I can tell how hard you have been working. You're doing something amazing and you should be proud of it, you know? So let me help you turn something stressful into something fun. If nothing else, I'm good at that, so. Haha. Honestly, how could I possibly say no to that? That's really sweet of you, Sayori. Oh, I'm Monica, by the way. Monica. That's such a cool name. Oh, now you're just trying to cheer me up. But you're smiling. Well, I didn't say it didn't work. Monica glances at the flyer on her desk and realizes that her name is already written on. So, what do you want to do first? Well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it? We can go home and try to come up with some new ideas to recruit club members. I can do that. Cool. And I think I need to put some more thought into my vision of the club. You know, like a mission. My mission is to make everyone happy. Haha. Yeah, something like that. I need to think about it. Hey, do you like hugs? I guess so. So he suddenly pulls Monica into a friendly hug and let's go. Some people can just really use a hug sometimes. Besides, Terry whispers loudly. Hug energy is what keeps me at my best. Hug energy. Monica laughs. Although Sayori's very different from her, Monica feels her spirit lifted. Maybe it's just because she finally found another club member. But, well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow then. It will be fun. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna think really hard tonight about how to get more people. Yeah, me too. Was that the end? Okay. So I cannot skip. I cannot save. I have to finish this. Shoot. History. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a. As president, Monica ensures that she's the first Oh, that auto is too fast. But she finds herself waiting longer than expected for Sayori. It's been 10 minutes already. Maybe Sayori changed her mind about joining. Not that it. No, that can't be. She was so excited yesterday. But I'm getting kind of worried. Suddenly, Sayori comes bounding through the door. In her hand, she's holding a sheet of paper. Sorry I'm late, I'm here. It's okay, welcome back. Sayori spins over the Monica's and deposits the sheet onto Monica's desk. What's this? To make my hand. To take my hand. Take my hand. What is it? Take my hand. Take my hand. Take me forward. Take me to your dreamland. Caution me to watch my steps. Watch my steps, so I can look back at my footprints. Climb the stairs ahead of me while I look up to you. The more I look forward, the more I look up, the more I can lay to you. If you can trust me to follow your pace, if you can trust me to follow your pace, I'll trust you to set it. If you can trust me to lend you a smile, I'll trust you to return. Oh, that was a nice one. That was a really nice poem. I butchered it, but you wrote that this Sayori? Oh, of course, man. I'm really dying here. But I can't quit. I need to finish it. Wait. No. That's the wrong side of the paper. Huh? I wasn't ready to share that yet. I'm so embarrassed. Monica flipped over the paper. Written on the other side is a list of ideas for recruiting new club members. Oh, so this was you meant to show me? This is what you meant to show me? Do you like writing poetry often? I do, but I'm sure I'm not anywhere near as good as it is as you are. I'm actually terrible at writing poetry. I've never written anything I was happy with. Like I always read it. I read it again a week after I write it, and I'm like, "Wow, this is so stupid." I don't know. It's like a dramatic version of me doesn't agree with the person I want myself to be, or something like that. You have more confidence in yourself. You're the literature club president. Ha! I guess you're not wrong there. I need to set a good example or whatever. I can envision the club doing something like that. Doing what? You know, like sharing poems, rewrite, and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, I would love that. It's such a good way to learn about other people's. It's like we have so many emotions that we can't express to other people usually. But you can when it's in a poem, right? Yep. I think that's helping me form a more cohesive version for the club. So I'm glad you showed me. Well, even though it was by accident. Me too. I feel embarrassed at the first, but now it feels kind of good that someone else read it. I'll try to show. I will try to show you more of them in the future. I would love that. Oh, geez, I'm getting distracted. Do you want to go over the recruitment brainstorm together? My brainstorm so hard. It was like brain hurricane. My brain natural disaster. Sorry, that's terrible. Anyway, let's take a look at the list. Make cupcakes. I was hungry, but it's a good idea, isn't it? Let me think about this. I mean, when we will have the chance to give people cupcakes, like when they come in to the club. What if we said we had free cupcakes on the flyers? I'm like kind of worried that will bring the wrong kind of people. Wrong kinds. People who would come just for the cupcakes and then leave. Nobody would do that. And that will be mean. But I want to find people who are really into literature, even if they don't know it yet. Let's see. Next thing on the list, hunt for people reading books. I don't think I get it. Like going around the school and finding people who are reading books, Yeah, that makes sense. Like go to the library and seeing people there, like in the morning or during lunch, and tell them to check the literature club. Well, the problem with that is wouldn't most people reading books just be doing it for an assignment or something? How would we know if they are just reading for fun? Well, we could ask them, but then it will be bothering people who are trying to do schoolwork. I didn't think about that part. I'm sorry. Hey, I apologize. I think that was a good idea. You're coming up with a lot more things that I can. Your next idea is to hand out flyers rather than just put them up on the wall. I'll definitely like to start doing that. I'm useful. I've never said you weren't. I just need to think, what would we tell people when handing them out? I don't want just to be like, join the literature club. Let's figure out how we can better engage people. Wait, if you told them about the club activities and stuff. What club activities? Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be my job. Come up with that, right? A vision of the club? Okay, so you already pretend you're a normal person for a second. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Like a random passerby who's getting a flyer. How would you react to the idea of literature club? Probably like, literature is stupid. I'm joining the anime club. What the heck? Sorry, I was just thinking of a friend of mine. Okay, what if I say that we like to do group reading and discuss it together? We will probably nap through that. That's you, so Sayori. Yep, but that doesn't really sound fun to most people anyway. We need to really catch their interest, you know? Mm, this sucks. Why is this so hard? Monica, don't be sad. What do you like about literature, Sayori? Me? Well, kind of what I said about the poems earlier. I think it gives you the chance to express yourself. Like, express yourself in any way you can't normally do. When you are just doing your normal day and talking to your friends, I mean, we all have so many thoughts and feelings that we just don't get shared, you know? It's like intimate. Yeah. How do we get that across to people? We could like express your true self. Be inspired with us. Okay, that kind of. I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. What? Whoa, what is it? I forgot all my things in my classroom. I must have gotten too excited and rushed here. Silly me. Rush? But you weren't? Never mind. Did you want to get your stuff then? I'll forget if I don't do it now. Well, I'll wait for you then. It will take 1 second, so it's dashes out the moon, leaves Monica entirely alone. Monica sighs and starts jotting her thoughts on a sheet of paper. Express yourself. Be who you want to be. Make new friends. Discover a new you. Discover your heart. No. Write your heart out. No. Write into your heart. Write the way into your heart. Join the literature club. Write the way into your heart. Whoa, that's lame. Monica? You startled me. Sorry. Something important. On my way to my classroom, there was a girl reading a book. Reading a book? Let's hurry and rescue her and recruit her. Wait, are you sure she's not just doing homework? I could tell she was really into it. Well, I guess we could take a look. Monica grabs one of the flyers instead. Up, found her desk. Then the parts to the classroom, with Sayori leading the way. This way, don't have to run. Sayori leads Monica over to a particular classroom, then lowered her voice into a whisper. See, in here. Monica presses to the window. Sure enough, there's a girl sitting alone intently reading a book. I feel like a creep doing this. You should go inside and talk to her. Me? You're the president, and I would probably scare her away. Okay, I will do it. Monica takes a deep breath and timidly enters the classroom. That was fast. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. What happened? Well, I entered the classroom. She didn't even look from her book. So I kind of just let the fire on her desk and then walked out. That's kind of cute. But I'm sure she will see it and want to join the club. I hope so. Shall we head back now? The two head back to the classroom. Sayori feels rather accomplished, and Monica still feeling bitter, a bit of embarrassing by the encounter. Upon returning, Monica and Sayori resumed their strategy meeting. They discussed various different kind of recruitment tactics from professionals to silly. After going through the Sayori list, and with Monica coming with the idea of her own. Well, I'll say today was pretty productive, wasn't it? Yep, I think we are starting to make progress. Can't wait to get some new members. Hey, what is this? Sorry. Fierce at the sheet of paper Monica was jotting on earlier. Oh, don't mind that. I was just thinking to myself. Join the literature club right the way into your heart. It's so cute. I thought it was a little overrated, but Tayo pauses and thinks for a moment. You know, I don't think you give yourself enough credit. What? What do you mean? Like, oh shoot, it's 1 a.m. I need to go. I don't know. I feel I can't tell from talking to you today. It seems like you are always afraid of doing something wrong. Yeah, but would you call yourself a perfectionist? Yeah, I definitely am. I mean, I always have an idea in my head of how I want things to go. And it's like I can't accept anything less than that. But I think in the end, it helped me try hardest at everything so I don't think this is that bad. Like with this club, we have such an opportunity to make it into exactly how we envisioned it. But it feels like we only have one shot at it. So I'm just really afraid of it the deviating from that division. What's the vision? It's Monica pauses to think, then shakes her head to herself. She sighs. I don't know. I just want everyone to Monica drills off. Smiling, Sayuri taps her fingers against the sheet of paper. Right the way into your heart. I think what you're trying to do is to make the club that you need the most out of everyone. Well, you're the one who knows yourself best, of course. But I'm here to help you. Monica returns Sayori's smile. It's sort of amazing how kind you are. We are really gonna make this the best club ever. Man, who's gonna be the killer? Sayori nods, and the two remain silent for a moment, lost in thought. The only sound is the steady whisper of the air conditioners, and the only movement in the afternoon sunlight trickling its way in and out of the moving clouds. Sayori breaks the moment with a big yawn. Time to go home. You tell me, you're the president. In that case, today's meeting is officially over. I look forward to tomorrow. Me too. Sayori beams and grabs her things. You can go ahead. I need a few minutes still. Oh, I can wait. That's alright. I just want some alone time. Uh, in that case, Sayori waves enthusiastically at Monica. Good luck. Monica smiles and waves in return. Sayori spins her way out of the classroom. All alone, she sighs to herself and takes a minute to zone out. She wasn't prepared for the self-reflecting encouraged by Sayori, but she decided it was something she probably needed right about now. The club,
Duerme bien, descansa.
the club that I need the most.
Hablamos luego.
I don't get it. Uh, I just want to start a club with more passion, something that I could use to help lead people to happiness. Literature is the key to that because it's the window to the real person inside of us. Underneath the person who's forced to always smile and blend in, the person who's forced to be perfect. Monica suddenly noticed a folder on the floor by her desk. Did Sayori leave this behind? I hope it doesn't have her homework on it. Warwick opens the folder to check. Poems. It's a folder of poems. Become the flower. A feeling of joy is a flower plucked from the ground. The color, the scent. It's so pretty in my hair. Every day I pluck some flowers as though they grew just for me. A life of peace and nourishment yanks away in an instant. All for me, all for joy. I need more. I need more joy. I need more happy. Pluck, pluck every day. Pluck, pluck, pluck. So pretty in my hair. Pluck, pluck, pluck. You're going to die, and you too. Beneath my feet, a flower stands alone. It beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from from its clinging roots, caressing, caressing the final joy moment between my fingers. But to what end? I look in every direction, and the field I stand in, the the prosperous field, is a barren wasteland. The fruits of my labor, the carnage of my joy. And that is why I have decided I must become the flower. Monica, what the? Wait, Sayori. Okay, there's another side story. Well, we're not gonna do that tonight. There's a part two, so we're gonna figure it out tomorrow. Okay, guys, thank you for joining in, and I'll get back to you next time on Doki Doki Literature Club.